The church is packed, a sea of black-clad mourners with tears in their eyes. At the front, a small coffin covered in flowers. The camera pans to a tiny figure in a black dress, clutching a crumpled paper. This is Sarah, 8 years old, about to say goodbye to her twin brother, Michael. As Sarah approaches the podium, a hush falls over the crowd. No one expects the words that are about to come out of this little girl's mouth. Words that will change their lives forever. Michael wasn't just my twin, she begins, her voice barely above a whisper. He was my best friend, my partner in crime, my other half. Sarah shares a series of touching memories. The time they snuck out of bed to build a blanket fort in the living room, falling asleep there and surprising their parents in the morning. How Michael always saved the red gummy bears for her because he knew they were her favorite. Their secret twin language that confused everyone, even their parents. As she speaks, the audience is drawn into the world of these inseparable siblings. Tears flow freely, and tissues are passed around. But Sarah's voice suddenly becomes stronger. Michael's last words to me weren't about our memories. They were about all of you. The church grows silent once more, hanging on her every word. In his final days, Michael noticed something. Sarah continues. He saw how Mom and Dad were arguing more, stressed about hospital bills. He heard Grandpa and Uncle Tom fighting about politics again. He watched our older sister ignore calls from her best friend because of some silly fight. Sarah's eyes scan the crowd, landing on each person she mentions. Their faces show a mix of surprise and shame. Michael said to me, "Sarah, we're so lucky. We never waste a moment. But look at everyone else. They're wasting so much time being angry or afraid to show how they feel." She takes a deep breath, her voice growing more confident. So Michael's last wish was this. He wanted me to tell everyone to love each other more, to say it every day, because you never know when it's your last chance. The weight of Michael's words settles over the church. People begin to shift uncomfortably, avoiding eye contact with those around them. He said, "Tell Mom and Dad that their love is stronger than any problem. Tell Grandpa and Uncle Tom that family is more important than being right. Tell Sis that friendship is too precious to throw away over something she won't even remember next year." Sarah's words hit home. The parents reach for each other's hands. Grandpa and Uncle Tom exchange glances. The older sister wipes away a tear, pulling out her phone. "But it's not just about family," Sarah continues. Michael wanted everyone to know that life is too short for arguments, for holding grudges, for leaving things unsaid. He said we should all try to be a bit more like twins, connected, understanding, always there for each other. As Sarah speaks, a change comes over the gathering. People begin to reach out, holding hands with those next to them, whispering apologies, making silent promises. "So please," Sarah's voice rises with emotion. "For Michael, tell someone you love them today. Forgive someone you're angry with. Do something kind for a stranger. Because that's how we keep Michael's spirit alive. By loving as freely and fully as he did." Sarah steps down from the podium, and for a moment, there's complete silence. Then, like a wave, emotion sweeps through the church. People are embracing, crying openly, reaching for their phones to make calls to loved ones. As the camera pans across the church, we see Sarah's parents holding each other, whispering words of love and apology. Grandpa and Uncle Tom shaking hands, pulling each other into a hug. The older sister stepping out to make a call, smiling through her tears. Neighbors who haven't spoken in years tentatively reaching out to one another. Even the stoic priest wiping away a tear, visibly moved by the transformation. Sarah's voice comes in as a voiceover. Michael always said we were two halves of one whole. Now I realize he meant all of us. We're all connected, all part of something bigger. The final shot zooms in on the crumpled paper Sarah left on the podium. In a child's handwriting, we can make out the words, "Love more, love always."